Welcome to Chinese in Threes. Think about how often the number three appears in your life: beginning, middle, end, past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Across many cultures, three signals completion. But in Chinese culture, three does something more radical. It explains how reality works. In Chinese thought, the number three, san, is not merely a digit. It is a philosophical principle, an aesthetic logic, and a structural model for understanding the world. Unlike Western traditions, where three often represents a fixed divine unity, Chinese threeness is dynamic. It is about generation, interaction, and balance in motion. To understand China, historically or today, you must understand how Chinese culture thinks in threes. One of the most quoted lines in Chinese philosophy comes from the Tao Te Ching. The Tao gives birth to one gives birth to two gives birth to three gives birth to all things. This is not mystical poetry for its own sake. It is a model of reality. One is undifferentiated existence. Two is polarity, yin and yang. Three is interaction. Yin and yang alone are static. They oppose each other, but when qi, vital energy, flows between them, movement begins. Three is the moment the universe becomes alive. This is why Chinese philosophy is less interested in origins and more interested in process. Reality is not created once. It is continuously generated. This leads directly to the core Chinese worldview: heaven, earth, human. Heaven represents timing, natural law, larger patterns. Earth represents material conditions, environment, constraints. Human represents agency, responsibility, moral choice. None of these dominate the others. Heaven without human action is fate. Human action without earth is fantasy. Earth without heaven is randomness. Only when all three align does something succeed. This framework still shapes Chinese thinking today. Feng Shui balances terrain, structure, and human intention. Traditional medicine balances body, environment, and lifestyle. Agriculture follows seasons, soil, and labor together. Success is never purely individual, it is situational alignment. The three cardinal guides, Sangang. Historically, Confucian society was structured around three key relationships: ruler and subject, father and son, husband and wife. These are often misunderstood in modern discourse as systems of absolute obedience. Originally, they were about reciprocal responsibility. Authority required moral conduct. Hierarchy implied obligation, not privilege. This contrasts sharply with the Western revolutionary triad: liberty, equality, fraternity. Western thought prioritizes individual rights. Chinese thought prioritizes relational stability. Neither is inherently superior. They solve different social problems. Chinese culture also uniquely integrates three major philosophical traditions. Confucianism governs social ethics. Taoism governs natural harmony. Buddhism governs inner liberation. Rather than competing, they coexist. A Chinese person may live Confucian roles at work, seek Taoist balance in health, turn to Buddhism in suffering. This is not inconsistency, it is functional pluralism. Chinese language reflects triadic thinking everywhere. Consider common expressions. Think three times before acting. Timing, location, and people in harmony. Things should not go beyond three attempts. Three here does not mean exactly three, it means sufficient consideration. Even emotional expression uses threefold amplification. Xi Yang Yang does not mean happy times three. It means joy that overflows naturally. Classic Chinese literature favors triadic tension. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is not accidental. Three powers create balance. Two would collapse into domination. Repeated actions appear three times to show progression. Three visits show sincerity. Three trials reveal truth. Three failures prepare transformation. Meaning emerges through repetition with variation. Traditional courtyard homes are structured in three zones: public reception, family life, private retreat. Chinese gardens balance rock, water, plants. Painting uses foreground, middle ground, background. These are not decorative choices, they are spatial philosophies. Time is also structured in threes: three hottest summer phases, three bows at funerals, three courses guiding meal rhythm. Chinese cuisine emphasizes initial taste, developed flavor, lingering aftertaste. Food is not consumed, it is experienced over time. Triadic thinking did not disappear. In Chinese political thinking, three isn't decoration, it's structure. Start with the three represents productive forces, cultural direction, and people's interests. Growth, direction, legitimacy. You see the same logic elsewhere. Three advantages asks whether a policy helps development, national strength, and living standards. Three key work styles link theory, the people, and self correction. Reform, development, and stability form another three-part balance. Two creates opposition, three creates a system. That's why three keeps returning in Chinese politics. It's the smallest number that keeps power, purpose, and outcomes from collapsing into extremes. When you see three, you're not seeing a slogan, you're seeing how the system thinks. Even startups often form with three founders. One leads, one executes, one stabilizes. Instinctively, three feels workable. So, what does all this tell us? In Chinese culture, three is not about perfection, it is about viability. It marks the point where something can survive complexity. Western thinking often seeks clarity through division. Chinese thinking seeks continuity through balance. Neither is complete alone. But in a world growing more complex, the Chinese logic of three offers a powerful reminder: reality is not solved, it is sustained. We hope you enjoy Chinese in threes, because Chinese isn't just a language you memorize, it's a way of thinking. Three characters can hold a story, three ideas can shape a culture, and sometimes three words are enough to explain how a civilization sees the world. This is Chinese in threes. See you next time.